Assalamualaikum Warahmatullahi Wabarakatuh. My name is Nila Oktavia from the first group. I will continue explain about the variable selection. According to Naila and Retno, there are several methods that we can use to obtain result variables. Namely, the first is backward selection method. The backward selection method is a step back. All independent variables are regressed with the dependent variables. The elimination of the independent variable is based on the small value and whether or not the independent variable is included in this model is also determined by the value. The second is forward selection method. The forward selection method is a step forward where the independent variables are enter one by one according to the order magnitude of their influence on the model, and stop all the independent variables but affect the dependent variables have been entered. The third is stepwise regression method. Stepwise regression is a regression involving two types of process, namely forward selection and backward selection methods. This technique is carried out through the several steps. And the last method is partial least square. Partial least square, or PLH, is a method for connecting a set of independent and dependent variables. PLS can handle many dependent and independent variables at once. PLS is a good alternative for for multiples for multiple regression analysis method and principal component regression because the PLS method is more robust, meaning the basis for various variable selection is whether the variables to be included provide sufficient additional information in this discrimination process. The next, according to Rito 2010, several procedures that are widely used in selecting variables are: first, starting by selecting the most important variables and continue with the selection or other important variables one by one using a certain criteria. The second is starting with the all full mode, i.e. loading all the variables. And the last, the combination of two procedures above is known as stepwise selection. Okay, the next about result method. Definition of result method. In general, the result method is defined as a scientific way to obtain data with certain goals and use. And etymologically, result has the meaning of looking for new facts and develops into the theory to deepen and expand certain knowledge. It is according Ramadan 2021, page 5. According to Nurdin Ismail et al. 2019, page 39, result method is a way to get return to the solution of all the problem posed. The next about result objective. According to Ramdahan 2021, page 4, the purpose to result is the formulation of a sentence uh, that shows the result, something that will obtain after the result is completed, or as follows: the first, to investigate a problem to arise in the world of work that requires a solution. The second is for a systematic, empirically controlled, and critical investigation of a phenomenon of concern to managerial decision makers. And the last is to explain, make prediction, and control phenomena that occur within a defined boundary in a business. Okay, that's all material for me. If there is any mistake, I see I I say sorry. That's all for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.